Good morning, everyone. Every day before the meetings, the deadlines, the conversations, and the unexpected surprises, we have a moment, a quiet space before the world starts pulling us in different directions. And in that moment, we have a choice to set the tone for the rest of our day. What we say to ourselves in those first few minutes can determine whether we move with confidence or doubt, whether we see challenges as obstacles or opportunities. It's not just about positive thinking, it's about intentional thinking. Here are 9 things you should tell yourself every morning to lead your day with clarity, courage, and purpose. I am in control of my mindset. You may not control everything that happens today, but you control how you respond. The moment you remind yourself of that, you reclaim your power. I will approach today with curiosity, not fear. Every challenge is a chance to learn. Every conversation is an opportunity to connect. Fear closes doors before they even open. Curiosity unlocks possibilities. My purpose is bigger than my problems. There will be obstacles. There will be moments of doubt. But when you remember why you started, why your work matters, and who it impacts, you move forward with resilience. I will focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is a myth. It keeps us stuck. But progress, that's where growth happens. One step, one decision, one action at a time. I will lift others up today. The best leaders don't wait to be inspired. They create inspiration. A kind word, an encouraging message, or simply showing up with energy can change someone's entire day. I am grateful for what I have. Gratitude isn't ignoring what's wrong, it's amplifying what's right. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's possible. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. Self-doubt will try to creep in, it always does, but you've overcome tough moments before and you'll do it again. I will choose long-term impact over short-term comfort. Discipline over distraction, growth over ease. What you do today should align with where you want to be tomorrow. At the end of the day, I want to be proud of how I showed up. Not every day will be perfect, but every day is an opportunity to act with integrity, kindness, and courage. The way you start your morning isn't just about you. It's about how you show up for the people around you. It's about the energy you bring, the leadership you demonstrate, and the example you set. Tomorrow morning, before the world asks anything of you, remind yourself of these 9 truths, and then go out and lead your day with purpose. The way we begin our morning sets the foundation for everything that follows. Before we check emails, respond to messages, or dive into the demands of the day, our mindset is already shaping how we will interpret and react to the world around us. If we start with a sense of purpose and clarity, we move with confidence. If we begin with stress or hesitation, even the smallest obstacles can feel overwhelming. Our thoughts in the morning act as the script for the day. When we tell ourselves that today is full of opportunities, we start looking for them. When we remind ourselves that we are capable, we handle challenges with resilience. But if we allow negativity or doubt to take the lead, we subconsciously reinforce hesitation and fear. Mindset is not just about feeling positive, it's about choosing a perspective that serves us. It's about recognizing that while we cannot control every situation, we can control how we show up for them. This means taking a moment each morning to pause, breathe, and intentionally set the tone for the day. Whether through affirmations, gratitude, or simply deciding to focus on solutions rather than problems, the way we frame our mindset determines how we experience everything ahead. And when we take ownership of our mindset from the very start, we don't just react to the day, we lead it. The conversations we have with ourselves shape the way we move through the world. Before anyone else speaks to us in the morning, we have already spoken to ourselves, whether we realize it or not. The words we choose, the thoughts we entertain, and the beliefs we reinforce all influence our actions, decisions, and emotions throughout the day. If we wake up telling ourselves that we are not good enough, not ready, or not capable, we subconsciously shrink in the face of challenges. We hesitate, second-guess our abilities, and look for evidence to confirm our doubts. On the other hand, when we start the day with words of confidence and encouragement, we approach situations with a different energy. We take action, embrace learning, and see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Self-talk is more than just motivation, it's programming. It conditions our minds to expect either success or failure, growth or stagnation. It influences how we treat ourselves and how we interact with others. A person who speaks to themselves with kindness and belief is more likely to extend that same energy outward, fostering better relationships and inspiring those around them. The key is to be intentional. Instead of letting our minds run on autopilot, we must take charge of the narrative. We must replace doubt with determination, criticism with encouragement, and fear with possibility. Every morning, the words we choose become the foundation of our mindset, and that mindset determines how we show up in the world. Before we rush into the tasks of the day, before we react to emails, messages, and demands, we must first take a moment to gain clarity. Action without direction can lead to wasted energy, unnecessary stress, and a sense of being busy without real progress. But when we pause to define our priorities, to center ourselves on what truly matters, we move with purpose rather than urgency. Clarity provides a sense of control. It allows us to distinguish between what is important and what is merely urgent. It helps us focus on the things that align with our values, goals, and long-term vision instead of getting caught up in distractions. Without clarity, we risk spending our day responding to other people's priorities instead of advancing our own. Taking a moment in the morning to reflect, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply asking, what is the most meaningful thing I can do today, creates a foundation for intentional action. It prevents the feeling of being overwhelmed because we start the day with a clear sense of direction. Instead of reacting to everything that comes our way, we choose where to invest our energy. When clarity comes before action, we not only become more productive, but also more fulfilled. We end the day knowing that our efforts were aligned with what truly matters, rather than feeling exhausted from running in circles. Every day brings its own set of challenges, uncertainties, and unexpected events. While we cannot always control what happens, we can control how we choose to see it. Optimism is not about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It is about making a conscious decision to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. It is choosing to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and believing that setbacks are temporary rather than permanent. The way we frame our thoughts in the morning influences how we interpret the events of the day. If we start with the belief that today holds potential, we will notice opportunities we might have otherwise overlooked. If we expect difficulty and frustration, our minds will seek evidence to confirm that expectation. Our perspective shapes our reality not because challenges disappear, but because our approach determines how we respond to them. Optimism fuels resilience. When we choose to believe that progress is possible, we persist through struggles with greater determination. Instead of being discouraged by failures, we see them as learning experiences. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we appreciate what we have and use it to move forward. This choice is not always easy, especially in the face of adversity, but it is a habit that can be strengthened over time. By intentionally starting each day with a mindset that looks for the good, embraces possibilities, and expects progress, we position ourselves to lead with confidence and inspire those around us to do the same. True leadership is not about titles, positions, or authority. It begins with how we lead ourselves. Before we can influence others, we must first master our own thoughts, habits, and decisions. Leadership is not something we switch on when we step into a meeting or when others are watching. It is a daily commitment to discipline, self-awareness, and personal growth. The way we start our morning sets the foundation for this internal leadership. If we begin the day with intention, clarity, and purpose, we carry that mindset into every interaction. When we take ownership of our emotions and reactions, we become more grounded and less reactive to external pressures. If we hold ourselves accountable to high standards, we naturally inspire others to do the same. Self-leadership means making choices that align with our values even when no one is looking. It means showing up consistently even when motivation is low. It requires us to set the tone for our own mindset before expecting to influence the mindset of others. A person who cannot lead themselves through discipline, integrity, and self-awareness will struggle to lead others effectively. Great leaders are not just those who command respect, they are those who earn it by demonstrating consistency, resilience, and emotional intelligence. And that starts internally, with the small decisions we make every morning. When we commit to leading ourselves well, we naturally become the kind of person that others trust, follow, and look to for guidance. Motivation is a great spark, but it is unreliable. Some days we wake up feeling energized and ready to take on the world. Other days we struggle to find the drive to even get started. If we rely on motivation alone, we will only be consistent when we feel like it, and that's not how success, growth, or leadership works. Discipline, on the other hand, is the foundation of long-term achievement. It is the commitment to take action regardless of how we feel. It is the ability to push forward even when motivation fades. Discipline is what separates those who achieve lasting results from those who start strong but never finish. It is not about being perfect. It is about showing up every single day and doing the work that needs to be done. The key difference between motivation and discipline is control. Motivation is external. It comes and goes based on circumstances, moods, or external influences. Discipline is internal. It is a decision, a habit, a way of life. It is built through repetition, through pushing past excuses, through small daily actions that compound over time. The most successful people, the best leaders, and the most fulfilled individuals are not the ones who always feel motivated. They are the ones who have trained themselves to act despite their emotions. They do not wait to feel ready. They create routines, habits, and systems that keep them moving forward. They understand that motivation may spark action, but only discipline sustains it. When we commit to discipline over motivation, we take control of our progress. We stop relying on fleeting emotions and start building real momentum. And over time, that consistency becomes the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. Perfection can often feel like the goal. We strive for flawless outcomes, the ideal version of ourselves, and the perfect product. But the pursuit of perfection can become paralyzing, leading to procrastination, self-doubt, and a constant feeling of never being good enough. The problem with perfection is that it's unattainable and it can hold us back from the progress that truly matters. Growth, on the other hand, is about progress, not perfection. It's about continuously learning, improving, and evolving, even if it's in small steps. Growth embraces mistakes as learning opportunities and views setbacks as necessary parts of the journey. When we focus on growth, we free ourselves from the unrealistic expectation of perfection and instead focus on becoming better over time. In every aspect of life, growth is what leads to real transformation. Whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal development, it's the willingness to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them that drives us forward. Perfectionists often wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan before taking action, but those moments rarely come. Growth, however, starts with action, imperfect action, and improves as we go. Instead of seeking perfection, we should embrace the process of growth, which involves trial and error, persistence, and continuous improvement. Every day presents an opportunity to move forward, and each step, no matter how imperfect, gets us closer to our goals. Growth nurtures resilience and adaptability, both of which are crucial for long-term success and fulfillment. When we choose growth over perfection, we allow ourselves to enjoy the journey, celebrate small wins, and stay motivated through challenges. It's not about being perfect, it's about being better than we were yesterday. And that's the kind of progress that leads to lasting success. We live in a world that often emphasizes personal success, achievement, and recognition. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of individual goals and milestones. But true fulfillment doesn't come from what we accumulate or achieve for ourselves. It comes from how we serve others. Service, in its simplest form, is about meeting the needs of others and contributing to the well-being of those around us. And when we give of ourselves, we create a sense of purpose and connection that brings deeper satisfaction than any material success could ever provide. The more we focus on what we can give, the more we realize that our greatest joy lies in helping others, whether through our time, our resources, our skills, or simply by showing kindness. Every act of service has the power to uplift not only those we serve, but ourselves as well. Service creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity, building relationships, and fostering a sense of community. It reminds us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves and that our contributions, no matter how small, matter in the grand scheme of things. When we serve others, we are also reminded of our own humanity. We see the world through a different lens with more empathy, understanding, and compassion. This connection to others nourishes our spirit and builds a sense of shared purpose. As we lift others up, we raise ourselves as well. Service fosters growth not only in those we help, but also within us as we develop qualities such as patience, humility, and gratitude. The fulfillment that comes from serving others is not fleeting, it is lasting. It's a fulfillment that stems from knowing that our lives have meaning, that we are contributing to something larger than ourselves. It brings joy not because of what we gain, but because of the difference we make in the lives of others. This kind of fulfillment doesn't require validation because we experience it internally through the simple act of giving. When we prioritize service, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we can offer. And in doing so, we create a sense of purpose that leads to true and lasting fulfillment. One that is rooted in connection, compassion, and the desire to make the world a better place. Uncertainty is a constant in life. Whether it's a major life decision, a career change, or the challenges of the unknown, we are often faced with situations where the outcome is unclear and the path ahead feels uncertain. In these moments, fear can easily take over, making us question our choices, our abilities, and our future. But it is in the face of uncertainty that true courage is revealed. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the willingness to move forward despite it. Choosing courage in uncertain moments means embracing the discomfort of the unknown and taking action anyway. It's about acknowledging that while we may not have control over every aspect of the situation, we do have control over how we respond. Courage allows us to face the unknown with a sense of confidence, trusting that even if the road ahead is difficult, we will find the strength to navigate it. Uncertainty can feel paralyzing. We become fixated on the worst case scenarios or the fear of failure. But courage helps us reframe these challenges. Instead of seeing uncertainty as a threat, we can view it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It's in those uncertain moments that we discover what we are truly capable of. Every leap of faith we take, every difficult decision we make, contributes to our growth and resilience. It's important to remember that courage doesn't require us to have all the answers or the perfect plan. In fact, courage often means taking the first step without knowing exactly what will happen next. It's about trusting ourselves to handle whatever comes our way, even if we don't have a complete roadmap. The courage to move forward in the face of uncertainty is what allows us to build confidence in our own abilities and to create the future we desire. When we choose courage, we not only overcome the challenges before us, but also set an example for others. Courage is contagious. It inspires those around us to take their own leaps of faith, to step into the unknown with confidence. By embracing uncertainty and moving through it with courage, we create a ripple effect that encourages growth and possibility in every area of our lives. When faced with the unknown, instead of retreating or staying stuck in fear, choose courage. Embrace the uncertainty, take that first step, and trust that you are capable of navigating whatever comes your way. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we have to shift our perspective and find peace in the midst of chaos. It is the anchor that keeps us grounded, even when the storms of life threaten to throw us off course. When we choose to focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we immediately begin to change the narrative in our minds. Gratitude redirects our thoughts from scarcity to abundance, from frustration. In the busyness of our daily lives, it's easy to get caught up in the never-ending cycle of striving for more success, more recognition, more possessions. But when we take a moment each day to express gratitude, we remind ourselves that we already have more than enough. Gratitude allows us to see the richness in our lives, whether it's in our relationships, health, opportunities, or the simple things we often take for granted. When we wake up with a heart of gratitude, we start the day with a positive lens. We notice the beauty around us, the sunrise, a kind word, the warmth of a cup of coffee. It shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right. Gratitude doesn't ignore challenges, but it helps us face them with a mindset of resilience. Instead of getting overwhelmed by difficulties, we become more equipped to handle them because we recognize the strength we already possess. Gratitude also has the power to improve our relationships. When we practice being thankful for the people in our lives, our family, friends, colleagues, even strangers, we deepen our connections. Gratitude fosters kindness and generosity, encouraging us to lift others up and show appreciation for their presence in our lives. More than just a fleeting feeling, gratitude is a practice. It's a habit that, when cultivated daily, becomes the foundation of our mindset. Over time, gratitude transforms our outlook, creating a positive feedback loop. The more we express gratitude, the more we find to be thankful for, and the more peace we experience in our lives. In moments of doubt, stress, or fear, gratitude anchors us back to what truly matters. It centers us in the present moment, reminding us of the blessings we may have overlooked. It is the lens through which we can view life's challenges as opportunities for growth, and it helps us recognize that we are never alone. No matter what happens during the day, take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for. Let gratitude anchor you, keeping you focused on the good, grounded in the present, and open to the endless possibilities ahead. The foundation of a fulfilling and successful life is built upon the mindset we cultivate, the actions we take, and the choices we make each day. As we've explored, every morning offers us the opportunity to set the tone for the day ahead, to choose growth over perfection, discipline over motivation, and courage in the face of uncertainty. By embracing service, leading ourselves internally, and practicing gratitude, we not only shape our own journey, but also inspire those around us. True fulfillment is not about reaching a destination, but about the process of becoming a person who leads with purpose, who serves with love, and who grows through every experience. The key is in taking consistent action with intention, in showing up even when the path is unclear, and in anchoring ourselves with a deep sense of gratitude for the present moment. So as you leave here today, let these principles guide your every step. Know that you have the power to shape your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your life. Step forward with courage, knowing that you are equipped for whatever lies ahead. And always remember, fulfillment isn't something you find, it's something you create. One choice, one action, one grateful moment at a time.